Alright, so we're playing on Thin Ice, which is a Teensyville, down to 6. We have a new friend, Peter, who will be joining us. I'm apparently the Pukka. Oh my goodness. What a nightmare. And my printer isn't working, so I can't even print off my rolls. That'll be what I tell people.
Hi, who would you like to poison?
Oh, I wish Chris was here. That would be so easy. I'll poison Candace.
Campus. Okay. Um,
So, in case you don't know, Teensyville is small games. We have a small game. This particular game. There we go. It's just a handful of rolls. So, on the Pukka, I think I have. Yep, I have a minion. So, there's either the mastermind, so if I get killed. So I feel like people are going to get double tapped. Or the evil twin. You'll know which is it. And then all the village rolls are once per game abilities. That's interesting. Professor. So, I'm poisoning Candace. There we go.
we have everyone except for Steven.
I'm here, it's just that I got my virtual camera stupid. There we go.
Okay. So, let me tell you a little story about two people named Jason and Mason. So, it turns out that Jason was kind of an angry person, and Mason was also an angry person. So Mason decided to kill Jason. So I've died. And now I'm gonna reopen the breaking room so you guys could all figure out if it was really Mason who killed me or someone else.
Jason, can I talk to you?
Sure.
Candace, can I talk to you?
Sure.
I'll go to your room.
Okay.
Do I have a minion?
What?
Do I have a minion?
You don't find out in Teensyville.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, and you don't get bluff rolls either in Teensyville.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, cool.
That's why I only asked you who do you kill.
Well, that's fine.
It's a good thing that I ran to Teensyville because you might have told them the menu wasn't bluffs, and then they
Yeah.
would be like, "Ooh."
That's fine. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, in Teensyville, yeah, there's no bluffs. There's no
Oh, okay, cool.
But at least theoretically, you're bluffing the artist because you're coming here talking to me. So there's
Well,
that.
all the rolls do that actually.
Um,
A lot of them do.
true. Well,
Yeah, it's fine.
that's true.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
I just see you have been assigned to breakout room. It doesn't give me an option of choosing other rooms.
So go ahead and go there. I'll tell Lynn to go to your room. It's because you might have an older version of
Yeah,
the
you
room.
had to update after November of last year. He left.
Oh, I'll make him a co-host whenever we get to that point.
Alrighty, Yahoo.
All right, let's do it.
I'll go to your room.
Okay.
All right.
What's up?
What's up?
I don't
You
know.
want to trade some info? You gonna just give me some crap info?
Well, I can be straight up with you because I am the artist, and it's a short game. So I asked if you were the demon, and I was told no.
That's because I'm not the demon.
Yeah, you
But
could be
it's
the minion.
good.
I did not ask if you were evil because I didn't really care if you were the minion. So
No, I'm the philosopher. And I'm trying to figure out if there's a Slayer in play. I'm hoping not, and then that's what I'm going to pick. And then once we kind of get narrowed down, we'll take some shots.
okay. Well, I guess I'll go sniff out sniff out a Slayer.
All right.
Unless there's anything else to talk about.
Nope. Let's go hunt for info.
All right.
Whoa. Let's see. Guy I just talked to, and guy that won't give me any information I want unless he cheats for my team.
Hmm.
Come on, Jason, throw me a bone. Hmm. What's Edgar doing? He talking to Candace? Yes, they've been at it for.
He's probably trying to figure out if he can philosopher into the chef. Well, it would seem that if we have an evil twin, we'd find that out.
That would be a good question to start out with. In case
We-
the person who's, because if both twins are, let's say, inexperienced, they may not think about jumping out and trying to get in front of it.
There were two twins, Jason and Mason killed Jason.
Oh, so basically, no, we do not have an evil twin.
No, there's just
That
an
means-
evil twin now because the only twin that's left is the one that killed.
That means there's a mastermind in play.
Might. We could potentially have the Klutz and the Moonchild too, because the Sentinel's in play.
Oh, yeah. Is the Sentinel actually in play, Jason? Or is that just
No, the Sentinel's in play in the script.
okay? Okay.
There often is a Sentinel in Teensyville.
Mastermind. Boo, mastermind.
Well, it's a good thing we, jumped out of the room so quick so that we could sit here and
Yeah.
have Jason in our conversation.
Not that our conversation would be any more productive than this anyway, but
Well, you guys have 3 minutes where maybe you'll get to talk to someone else. Everyone else is having long conversations, it seems.
that means
Oh.
it's
It's breaking up.
here we go. Is
Peter.
the evil pair Peter and Lynn or Candace and Edgar?
Okay,
Peter, can I talk?
Are those the options?
So
Well,
Peter,
maybe.
I made it so you could pick all the rooms now.
Okay, great.
When you do breakout room, you should be able to see a whole list now.
It still says you have been assigned to breakout room, Peter. Join breakout room.
You can hit later and then join any room.
Hit later, and then you should see a big list that pops
Lynn,
up.
you want to chat?
Well, it doesn't say anything about later.
Yeah,
It just says
you can
join
chat.
breakout room. That's
I'll
the
go to your
only
room.
option.
Okay, that's fine.
there should be
If
a
you go to
second
your
option.
room, I'll go and talk to you.
You're coming to talk to me?
Yep.
Okay. Hey,
Hey, I have been tasked to find a slayer.
Not me.
'Kay.
Um,
And the reason is because there's a philosopher that would like to turn themselves into the slayer, but they don't want to take the slayer ability if there is a slayer.
right. Yeah, that's not me.
Okay.
Lynn told me that there's twins in play.
Interesting. So she is one of them?
That's what she claimed, yeah.
What is the good roll? Did she tell you?
Let me see what did she tell me? I think she said professor.
Interesting.
It's funny, there's how many people are in this game? 6?
Yep.
And we've already heard 5 of the 6 rolls, I think.
Yep. Well, I don't know. I've not heard 5 of the 6 rolls, but
Yeah.
apparently
Well, I
you've
mean,
heard.
you just told me you heard of a philosopher who wants to become one, and then there's you, whatever your role is. There's my role, and then there's 2 twins. So that's 5.
So I'll do a 1-for-1 with you if you want.
Sure. Are you starting or am I starting?
I'll start. So I
Okay.
am the artist, and I already asked my question,
Okay.
so it doesn't matter if I die.
Okay. So you're good to die. Okay. I would. Yeah. I'd rather not die at this point. I am Moonchild.
Hmm.
So I'm the outsider in this game.
Okay.
So choosing if I get killed before you, choosing you if your ability is gone would confirm you and make us both good, right? And people could
When you
share
learn that
info
you
with us.
died, publicly choose one alive player tonight. If it was good, they die. That is correct. However, it would take 2 people out also. Your ability isn't really for confirming. That's really a hindrance. Like, you would
Yeah.
really want to pick an evil player.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what it says, but I mean yeah, if you're right. You're right. I mean
Especially in a script this small.
it would be bad to take out someone with an ability more useful than yours, although I think most of the abilities are 1 time per game only, right? So
Yeah.
all right. We'll chat later.
Yep.
Christmas spirits.
Is it Christmas again?
It's always
So
Christmas
that's
with
Could
Edgar.
be.
You
I
guys can have
still-
like about 5 minutes or so to just chit chat and, discuss what you talked about.
So I'm gonna come straight out. It's no point. I know you've been lied to, James. Been lied to, honey. You've been lied to.
Like,
You've been lied to.
You guys are
All
both
right.
radioactive.
Oh, is Candace the other twin?
right, but
Yes.
it's okay.
So
Candace is the evil twin.
I'm not the evil twin, and I'm
You
gonna
are,
spill
but
out.
we need to kill the demon. Doesn't matter. We need to kill the demon first.
So
and
Candace,
then-
what are you? Are you the professor too?
Of course I am. No, not two. I am the professor. She's not the professor.
I'm
What's
the
helpful? We have
professor.
2 professors.
And here, right. So here's the catch. This is what I propose. So she can't snitch on me unless she's immediately found her demon. Okay. So this is named correctly for real on Pan Ice because I don't know. This is only going to work if the person who I suggest has not been poisoned. Then they nominate who I suggest. But the problem is, I go after the Pukka. So I want to say I have a suggestion for somebody who has a spin ability at this point. They can nominate someone and prove themselves good. Ideally, I would resurrect them, but here's the catch. You're going to know I'm a good twin if they don't get resurrected and I die.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Because that's the only way they wouldn't get resurrected is if I'm poisoned by the Pukka. There's a virgin in play. If somebody has a spent ability, they can nominate the virgin.
You said if there's a version in play, or you know there's a virgin in play.
There's a virgin in play. So if somebody has a spent ability, they can nominate the virgin, prove themselves good. I can resurrect them.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Someone
You're
should
just
nominate me.
passive.
Someone should nominate me.
Not just someone.
Yeah.
Somebody
not
who's
just
got a
someone.
spent ability and it
Yeah.
wants to prove themselves good.
But what happens if
Because
I'm
here's the
poisoned?
thing, I can't nominate him. I
Well,
would
you're
love to
evil.
No, it counts as the execution.
Yeah, I know that, but you're not really the professor.
We'll
so
lose.
it's not
Girl,
that
bye.
good.
We'll lose. We'll lose if I nominate him because it counts as
No,
execution.
it just won't die. Candace just won't die. That's all.
Why would you not die?
No.
Because she's the
She,
evil twin.
no, Lynn won't die if she executes.
She's the evil twin.
If she nominates him.
It's a spent player, like an artist or a seamstress that's used their ability already, has to nominate Edgar.
Yeah, because it's an
yeah.
execution. So if the good twin was to die, all
That's
right.
what I'm
Well,
saying. I
then
can't do it.
from what everybody's claimed to me, what makes sense to me is that either I or James nominate. We could do it tomorrow.
I
I
wouldn't
think.
do
Oh,
it
James. By the
tomorrow.
way, I don't know if you've talked to everybody, but I think that you're good to go with your plan.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
maybe you can nominate tomorrow.
Yep.
We should
Because
we
the,
going to
the
bed?
thing is, though, the Pukka could pick Egner, and then it won't
All right.
work.
Then I will
That's
nominate
true.
Edgar.
Okay.
Okay. Steven nominates Edgar. And what's the reason?
Oh,
Well, the reason was it sounded like Edgar was claiming the virgin, and so I should have died. So what are the possibilities here?
The Pukka's picked you already and you're poisoned.
No,
you're evil.
he wouldn't be
Or you're
poisoned.
evil. Or Edgar's poisoned. Yeah.
Or Edgar is evil too. Like it could be a few things.
My goodness.
It's a few things. Yeah.
It's
And
most
she's
likely
fishing, but she don't know who her demon is. So
either that Yahoo's poisoned or Edgar's.
yeah, one of
Or
them is
Yahoo's evil
poisoned.
or Edgar's poisoned.
Yeah, somebody's evil or poisoned.
Yeah, it would be the virgin that would be poisoned.
Well, we'll find out if Edgar dies in the night.
True.
Okay.
He,
Then
he was poisoned.
we'll know that he was poisoned.
True.
So that'll potentially clear Steven.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
that's the only thing that really will.
Anyway.
Because then we know, yeah.
Edgar gets to defend himself, and then we don't vote.
Right. Go to bed and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
So Edgar, do you have a defense?
No, not really. Just that this is so confusing. I think I'm gonna die anyway, so might as well. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna start the
I'm just gonna
countdown
take
then.
my conversion for Madonna just because I'm the virgin now. But so kill me, demon, so that you don't have to hear me singing.
We don't get a performance.
Okay, I'm gonna start the countdown in 3.
No votes. No votes.
No votes.
Okay, do I hear other nominations?
We're just gonna see what happens in the night.
Yeah, if
Mhm.
Edgar dies, then he was poisoned,
Poisoned.
which
Yeah.
is would be the reason that Steven didn't die when he nominated him.
Okay,
And if he doesn't, then Steven's evil.
Yep.
so we're gonna go to bed then.
Unless
Yes.
somebody's nominating.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to reopen the breakout rooms and everyone go to their room.
Well, this will be a short game because I nominated the Virgin, didn't die, came up with a scenario which was that they were poisoned, which they're not, so they won't die, and then they'll kill me. Phenomenal. Alright, we need to look at the rolls and figure out how the heck this happened. He's evil, that's obviously the choice. Oh, and also I cleared for the Slayer, so he's going to turn himself into the Slayer and slay me. So there's that. Is that working against us? Oh my goodness.
All right. Who would you like to poison?
Hey, I just want to give you a status update. This is not going well.
If all you had to do is say I'm an outsider, have James do it. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, that would have made sense. I'm gonna kill
But
James.
There's a sentinel in play. No, you're going to poison James.
Well, I'm gonna kill him eventually if the game lasts that long.
Yes, you're going to poison James. But yes, all you had to do is claim there was a sentinel, but the sentinel that you're an outsider.
Well, that's
If-
fine.
Because
It's a little late for that.
True. Okay. Anyway, got it. Moving on. Okay, let me go to the next thing. Okay, so you guys wake up to see the dead body of Candace. I'm going to reopen the breakout rooms.
Oh, look at that.
So Edgar is
Things
not
do
the
be
Virgin.
wrong. Edgar's
What?
not.
Can't be.
Yeah.
Can't
Or,
be.
Can't be.
or,
I am. What the hell?
or Steven. It's Steven. Steven is possibly Lynn's demon.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Steven or Egner could be the demon.
About Steven.
Did you just admit that you're the evil twin, Lynn?
He did.
No, I did not.
No, but
I said
did.
that
You-
Steven. I
He
said
did.
you. No, I didn't. I said that either you or
Well.
Egner could be evil, could be the demon.
Steven, I think you did that one day.
yeah,
too.
I think you admitted to being the evil twin.
It was funny. You did that one day, Steven. It was hilarious. It's like the cult leader day. Like, wait, I don't want the game to end.
I know.
I was like, dude.
I don't
Like, dude.
want you to kill my demon and the game to end.
It's funny. It was so funny.
Spoilers, we did not win that one.
No, we did not. We did not. That was funny though. I was trying my best not to laugh that day. It was hilarious. I was like, it didn't go as well as the cookie speech.
I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I
Well,
am
I'm gonna
confused.
talk to Candace.
Okay. All right. We shall. Hello.
So are you the evil one?
Nope. You didn't kill your minion. She's still alive. You picked right, so it was not me. You didn't kill your minion. But you're busted though. I don't know what you're gonna do.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, I'm just rambling.
Well, no. So I'm pretty sure that the only thing is that the Edgar is the demon.
It's
I
possible.
believe James became, well, okay, I don't really want to
Okay,
out
so he
people's.
obviously is the philosopher. Okay.
Yeah, and I
And so
think he's
did
going
you
to be the
ask your
Slayer. So
question?
that means that he can shoot one of us and then we can kill the other one and then win.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Plus mechanic. Okay. All right. Well, just know that Lynn cannot resurrect nobody because she is not the best.
Well, I'm going to go talk to her and see if she does the same nonsense you did.
No, she's gonna tell you. She's gonna.
All right, Yahoo.
Yep.
That was funny.
What's up?
Mm, mm,
What she got?
I don't know.
Pew 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 pew.
Did you want to talk or you just like my name?
I mean, you're pretty ballsy, but you're not ballsy enough to be a demon that picks the virgin on the first day, I don't think.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Do you know who you're talking to? Have you ever played in one of his werewolf games? He spends 3 hours giving out rolls and then puts 15 secret rolls in. He messages you on the night 12 to tell you that you some alien werewolf from this half Klingon. And yeah, come on. That you have the power to resurrect 3 people that are not on your team. Yeah, come on now.
What are you talking about? I have more of a reputation than I deserve.
2 more minutes if anyone wants to whisper.
Oh, me. Hilarious. Well, even when you shoot that person, you still got to kill Lynn.
What are you talking about?
No, I think we're good.
No, no, I think you're bad.
I think you're bad. That's
All right, Lynn, can we
Of
talk?
course,
my
of course you're
yeah,
gonna.
Steven, let's talk.
I'm going to your room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know. Lynn or Candace did a pretty good job convincing me that she was the professor. What do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know. I think you gotta convince me you're not the demon first.
This is confusing. Well, we have a Slayer, so it seems pretty obvious that we're going to shoot one and kill the other.
If there's a legit Slayer, then they should shoot today. Yes, if they're not poisoned. Wait, who the hell's claiming Slayer? Is James a Slayer, or you're claiming Slayer?
James said that he is the philosopher, and he was going to turn himself into the Slayer.
Well, like, so did he say that to you yesterday? Then, so is he the Slayer now?
I
Because
would assume so. So I was going to help him figure out the roles, and nobody claimed the Slayer, so I let him know, and he should be the Slayer now.
Okay, so well, from my perspective, it's either Egner or you that are lying.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. So I can't take your word for anything either at this point. Yeah, well, assuming James isn't Pukka poisoned, he would have to shoot today for sure. And he would have to shoot either you or Egner. I mean, I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out. So, one of you died. Does that mean that you don't even matter? Like, if the evil twin? Okay, let me read this rule.
So
If
the
the good
easy
player-
thing is, you know who the demon is. If you're not the demon and James is claiming Slayer, I think you know who the demon is. It's Egner. If you're claiming to be actually a good roll.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out who the evil twin is, and I'm trying to understand if we need to kill you.
I'm the good twin, so if you kill me, the game's gonna be over.
No, if you are the good twin, when the evil twin died, you stop being a twin. For the record.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, because it's the evil twin's ability.
Well, that makes sense.
But the part I'm trying to understand is if the good twin was killed at night, what that means. I think
You still got to kill the evil twin. Or does it negate
I don't know.
Hypothetically,
Is that
if
what you're trying to
the
figure out?
twin was killed at night, you would need to kill me. Yes.
You gotta kill her.
No, it says good can't win if you both live. So I think since one of you died, that it doesn't
Then
matter.
good can win.
Well,
If what-
why don't we ask Jason's then? He's a storyteller. Get confirmation on that.
What's the question?
So one of
If
the
we
twin
think one of the
claims,
twins is dead,
then good can win now because
If only one twin is living.
Yep.
Regardless if they're the good twin or the bad twin, good can win.
okay.
Okay.
Well, then just find out. So Lynn is not the demon. So don't waste your time on Lynn.
Okay.
Don't waste
So
your time on Lynn.
so
Then we should pick Lynn, right?
if we believe
I'm not the demon.
if we believe Edgar was the virgin, then that means the Pukka had to have poisoned either him or Steven on night one, correct?
No, because he'd be dead.
Yeah, he'd be
No,
dead if
the
he got
Pukka
poisoned.
me.
well,
The
it
Pukka
also
was
doesn't
me. That's how I died.
like the virgin doesn't care if the player's poisoned or not. It's just a matter. So the only thing that would stop an actual virgin from killing an actual townsfolk when they nominate them is if the virgin themselves was poisoned, which wasn't the case because Edgar didn't die. So Edgar has to be the demon.
I died. Edgar's evil. Yep, he has to be the demon because Lynn is
I'm
mean.
not. Oh my god.
You are.
I'm not. Okay,
Well,
I'm just
James, you got to use your shot then. I'm assuming you are what Steven said you are.
Yeah.
Why are you telling everybody?
I'm just. Okay.
Well, what's it matter, dude? It's like a one-day game.
That's
You
true,
gotta
but
use it. Like, what are you gonna hold on to it for? Or waste it?
Because
No,
he poisoned
no,
you
Steven
last
is-
night.
I was
He's
trying to
make
figure
you
out
look
if we needed to
bad.
kill Len or not, but I think that's been settled.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
myself.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna die
we
tonight.
don't need to kill the other twin to win.
Yeah, correct.
So
No,
we should take.
Well, that was the thing I was trying to understand, and that was what I spent my day doing.
Mm.
And they both convinced me pretty well that they are the good one.
Edgar and I spent the day, or at least I did. He may have been acting, basically doing this, trying to figure out what the hell
Alright.
happened on
James,
night
your
one.
social
I think there's a
media's
fresh
good.
bald
Just
spot
check
there,
on it.
James.
yeah,
I
but
think-
Lynn,
I
why
think
are you so
Steven-
encouraged? Who do you
Steven
want
is
me to
the evil
shoot?
player.
I don't know. It's 50-50.
Steven is the evil player. He has this the creepy little red rum girls.
No, those
behind
are the evil twins. Those are Candace and Lynn, and also Jason and Layson or whatever.
Jason
God,
and
Steven sounds
Mason.
like the way she's cackling.
It's Jason and Mason.
Which one is Candace? Which one is Lynn?
What's it matter?
Lynn, who should I shoot?
Egner,
Lynn
I
is
guess.
the one.
His virgin ability didn't set off. I don't know.
Lynn is the one on the
You're
right.
gonna die
'cause
if you're good.
The one on the left, her hair is curlier. So I'm the one on the
You know what
left.
the
Lynn's
funny
the
thing
one on the
is?
right.
You know
I
what the
have
funny
straighter
thing is?
hair
There are
than mine.
people pointing at me, but nobody. The people that are not nominating me, those are the.
There is a
those are
chance James is poisoned, but you still have to take your shot regardless.
Yeah.
He wasn't
We-
poisoned. He wasn't poisoned.
No,
No,
no, no, no.
could
We're
be
saying there's a
now.
chance that you're
James,
poisoned.
James, listen
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I'm poisoned. I'm sure I'm poisoned.
There are evil people trying to manipulate you to shoot me. If you die, then 2 people would have died, and they go all in the clear.
Edgar, what are you
Because
talking
You
those
won't
about?
die if you're not the demon.
No. But the thing is, if James is good, because I have no reason to believe he's evil for now because I haven't talked to him. But the thing is, uh, Stephen, Candace, and Lynn are all pointing at me, pointing at James, like, James, could you shoot or nominate Edgar? And then we both die, and one of those 3 are evil.
Well,
Edgar,
James is. I think James is
No,
pretty much confirmed good at this point.
Okay,
It's either you or
I don't know
Steven.
about that either.
How is
But
James confirmed
Steven,
good?
Steven,
he's
why don't
not.
I'm
you
He's
not.
nominate
not.
Steven? Nominate me. I dare you. Because if you
He
don't
can't.
die,
It
then
doesn't
okay,
matter
first
now.
of
Doesn't matter.
all,
You've already
It's
been
only the
nominated.
first.
Edgar,
Yeah.
your ability is the first time that you're
No.
nominated, so that is over. And
Yes.
ironically, you didn't die, so it wasn't that
oh,
useful.
then the
Right.
first time I forgot
So
about. Then I got poisoned.
nominations are going to be open now.
I
Steven.
nominate Steven.
Edgar nominates Stephen. Can you give your reasoning?
Yeah, Steven is almost confirmed to be evil because I think he's working with Lynn in some way. I don't think he'll be working with Candace because I talked to Candace and we had a good conversation. I talked to Peter, good conversation. I don't know why Candace is suddenly turning on me. I think she got
I'm
manipulated by
not. It's not that
Lynn.
serious. I just was saying he asked who he should shoot. It's between the 2 of y'all.
Well, it could be Peter too, right? We have any reason to
It
believe?
could be Peter.
Oh,
Nobody's
sorry,
Peter.
I almost forgot
I
Peter
think
existed in
Peter
the
is.
game.
If Peter is evil, he's playing it very well because
Oh.
I still
I
think
just
he's,
know it's not Lynn, so don't waste it on Lynn.
I still think
Okay.
that Peter is.
Okay, evil
think
So
twin.
we're running off topic talking about Peter. Let Stephen have a defense.
Well, I mean, it's pretty open and shut for me, as open and shut as Edgar claims that it is. I am a townsfolk. I nominated a virgin claim. The only possibilities were that I was evil, he was evil, or he was poisoned. He did not die, so from my perspective, the only possibility is that he is the demon. We do have uh, a slayer, so there's that. I don't think it's Peter.
Do we have
Who's
any
the outsider?
do we have any pertinent info? If not, I'm going to start the countdown.
Is there there might be a Klutz in player
Who's the
Moonchild.
outsider?
I'm going to start the countdown in
There's
3,
no Klutz in play.
2, 1.
Is there a Moonchild? Who's the outsider?
I have no
It's
idea.
got to be Peter.
I didn't hear anything about
No,
it.
Peter said he was a townsfolk. He said he was green or blue to
He
me.
can't be. He can't be. The twins, a virgin.
Hey,
Stephen, if
no.
Stephen's the outsider, why would you waste the virgin nomination? Peter has to be the outsider.
Yeah, that's correct. Because there's no way an outsider would have done that.
Yeah, Peter has to be the outsider.
Storyteller note, there is a sentinel, just so everyone understands.
Oh hell. Okay, never mind. We don't have
Remind
one.
me what the Sentinel does.
Plus or minus
Sentinel
one outsider.
minuses
So there
are
technically
added
could
to
be
them.
0 outsiders.
Outsider modifier. Yeah.
The information on my screen could not be correct, right?
Right.
And it's plus or minus 1 or
Yes.
or not at
Yes,
all.
it
Or is
may
it
be
one or the other.
Yeah, it could be
Correct.
nothing at all.
It could be not in play at all.
Okay, so there are either 0, 1, or 2.
Correct.
Unless
Okay.
there's other rolls that modify.
Yes, there's either 0, 1, or 2. Correct.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm the Slayer. I'm gonna shoot Edgar.
James,
Good luck.
what kind of weapon are you using?
I think you have to
A
use
broken phone.
James picks up a broken phone.
And I have one.
I
He
just
heaves
catch
it with
it.
all his might. He heaves it as Edgar. It hits Edgar's glasses, bounces off the chair, bounces back on Edgar's head, and leaves a welt on his head. No one has died. Do I hear any more nominations?
Well, to me, if Candace and Lynn are the twins, and Edgar didn't die by the Slayer, either James is not the Slayer,
Or is
and
poison.
was
He's probably
poisoned.
poison. He's probably gonna die tonight.
Yeah,
So
I'll probably
to
die
me,
tonight.
I mean, to me, that leaves James because I know it's not me.
Well, here's the thing. All we got to do is go to bed. James is
Yeah.
gonna die tonight, and then when it's left, it's got to be Steven.
I already pointed to Steven, but I didn't see enough in nomination.
I was 50-50. And
Unless
the
James
only
doesn't
thing
die
that's throwing
tonight.
me off
Same
about
same
Yahoo is
principle.
the second I first talked to him after he talked to Jason, he was like, right away, he's like, yeah, I'm the artist. And I asked if you were the demon, and I got a no. And I was like, and I was thinking, was that too convenient that the first person he talked to after talking to Jason was me? And he came, like, it was only pertinent to me.
He almost cracked when I was talking to him. He held it together though.
Do we have any
He
other
did.
nominations?
He tried. I almost broke him.
Do we have any
But
other
it's him.
If we go to bed with no more nominations, I just feel for the YouTube viewers who tune in to see death and maiming, and we've gone 2 straight days with no execution.
Well, that's gonna
Oh
happen
well,
then.
our viewers know
four,
that we're not good at death
3,
and maiming. We
Yeah,
watched an
two,
18
we're
day
not good at this
maiming.
game.
Half a
And we're
person
going to bed
dies.
with no more
So
death and maiming. So I'm
yeah,
gonna open up the rooms.
we don't have viewers because of that.
Oh, God.
It's 9
I
person.
can do it with one hand.
All right, let me figure out what the heck is going on.
Hi, who do you want to pick?
I will kill Peter.
Okay. I hope
And
you
the
come up
more
with
that you say I can't kill him, the more I will say I'm killing him.
No, I'm saying I hope you come. I wasn't saying that. I'm saying I hope you come up with a good enough reason about what's going to
Well,
happen.
everyone's a little confused.
Well, the person you pick last turn is going to die. So at
I
least
know. Well, it was good that they were poisoned, and I can say that that's the reason that Edgar didn't die was because you were poisoned.
Exactly. You'll have some reasoning. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll explain something about Teensyville when everyone gets back. But yes, the answer is yes, and
Okay.
I'll explain shortly. As soon as Edgar gets back. So before I announce what happened that night, James had a question, and the question was, can the Pukka poison their own minion? And the answer is yes, for multiple reasons. They could poison their own minion just because they want to. Also, in Teensyville, the demon and the minion don't know each other and aren't told who each other are. And the demon gets no bluffs either. So
if the Pukka poisoned its own minion just by luck on night 1, luck, good luck, or bad luck, would that mean that the twin information that the minion got would be false?
Yeah. The reason I was asking is because I thought, but with Jason's information. Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Explain the death first, and then we'll continue on. So, the angel of death, for those who know the song, has come for James.
He was poisoned.
Mhm.
So here you guys are. I'm going to open up the breakout rooms, and you have some time to chit chat.
That's not necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that necessary.
Yeah,
But
so
I'm
Peter,
gonna
what
open
I
it.
was was just thinking through the scenario that Candace and Lynn were in cahoots, actually bluffing the twins, and that one of them was the Pukka, killed the other one, keep suspicion off of them completely. But the fact that they actually didn't, the demon and the minion don't know each other in Teensyville, which I had forgotten, makes that super unlikely. So
So
I would
that's
agree with
okay.
that.
that's
It's
where my
not
head
Lynn.
was.
She's minion. It's not Lynn. So don't waste your time on
That's
her.
everyone's favorite scenario with the
Not
evil twins, though.
Professor.
Everybody wants that to be true.
I know. It's happened once. I've seen it happen once. Okay.
I still
think,
don't know which one of them's evil, but it doesn't even matter.
And,
You'll
and the
find out in a minute.
the Pukka must poison every night, correct?
Yes, the Pukka picks someone
Yeah.
every night to poison. Correct.
So it says the previously poisoned player dies, then becomes healthy.
And the
What does
reason
that
it,
mean?
You're not poisoned in
you don't
death.
stay poisoned.
Yeah,
yeah,
you don't
But
stay
you're-
poisoned.
the reason it
but-
states that is
but
for
you're
weird edge
dead.
cases. It doesn't really matter in this script.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
So,
apply. to
Like for
this.
instance, if you were the spy, you would then begin registering as
Good or
potentially good
evil
again. But
again.
most
Right.
most people don't have any abilities
It
in death.
actually matters in this script, depending if there's outsiders or not, because both outsiders have actions that happen after they die. So that's why it says and gets healthy specifically.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, for the Moonchild.
And,
right.
and the Klutz.
So I think somebody who's alive needs to nominate a Yahoo again, because I believe he's probably the demon, because
Yeah.
I
he knew
nominate.
that I was going to change
I
into the
nominate
Slayer,
Steven.
which
So Edgar
Miss him. I told y'all I almost broke him.
nominates.
Got to hold
Steven.
on though.
Edgar, do you have a reason?
Yeah, it's just like what James said. I think Steven is the. I think Steven is a demon. Everything points to it.
Okay, and Steven, do you have a defense?
Well, everything points to you also. Like it's definitely one of us. So you have to make a decision. I won't be voting for me.
What are the dead votes thinking?
Oh, that's right. If James was poisoned, yeah. If it is Edgar,
I
it wouldn't have
told
worked.
a Yahoo
Yeah.
that I was going to go become the Slayer. So
I still think it was Steven because he tried. I almost broke him while we were talking. He didn't break. He was holding on tight.
Are you going to use
Better,
your
I was just
vote,
making him
Candace?
No,
laugh. I don't know which
no, I
one
was
it is.
trying to figure out if you were good or not.
Mm.
Because obviously it was a 50-50 between you and Lynn, and I didn't know if it mattered or not, which obviously it doesn't matter.
we don't need to use our dead votes necessarily to put them on the block if Edgar and Peter vote.
Okay, so let me ask this, Peter. Have you used your ability?
My ability only happens once I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'm the Moonchild.
So you are the outsider.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
So my
And he
my
can-
ability
and
only
he
happens when
confirmed
I'm dead.
And he confirmed it to me, but I didn't want to out him. Think it
So
would be-
I mean,
Yeah, he told me that too.
maybe in a game this small, it would have been smarter to kill me early on. So then I could have chosen someone who we thought was evil, and if they didn't die, we would know they were evil. But I think with how many players left, I think that ship has probably sailed at this point.
Yeah, you would have to pick a good player. When you.
Well, if I pick a good player, they die. But if I pick an evil player,
Oh,
and they
that's right.
don't
It's
So
the
that you
die,
opposite of the
want
that
a
Klutz.
live
confirms
player.
them as evil, right?
Oh, that's right. The
Because you could
Moonchild
assume
kills
they're
the
evil if
person.
they don't die. Yeah,
Well, that's the thing. We could
unless you're
execute
poisoned.
you, and you can hit Lynn.
Oh, this is better.
I think we got to put them on the block at a minimum here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you execute me, I mean, what are the numbers here? How many are
2.
still?
No, I
Yeah,
meant on Yahoo. We got to put
There's-
Yahoo on the block with at least 2 votes.
okay. So the 2 alive people vote here.
There's 3 alive people, but I don't. We'll see
Yeah, I
what
mean,
Lynn does.
we're assuming
There's
that
actually 4.
that Steven's not
Pretty
going to vote.
sure that the
Four-
demon
four
has
alive
made
people.
her rid
Four,
of Lynn,
four.
and she knows who they are now. So of course she's
I
going
mean,
to vote with
3
her.
people who might vote for you, Yahoo.
Okay, starting the countdown in 3, 2, 1.
That's enough. Yeah.
She's going to pull her vote. Watch. Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
That's
let's see if
3
there's a
votes
random
for Steven.
nomination that comes up.
3 votes for Steven.
Well, I am going to nominate Edgar.
surprise,
Steven
surprise.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, Mr. Demon.
nominates Edgar. Steven, what's your reasoning?
Well, my reason is that I know that I am not the demon, so that means that Edgar has to be the demon based on the information, which you also agree with. You just have decided that it's me. So, but I'm still going to
I mean,
nominate him.
it's kind of a coin flip. I'll agree with you.
Why did you kill me first?
Edgar, do you have a defense?
Yeah, Steven is full of BS. he's he's trying to do the back and forth that Blake did with me every time that that me and Blake went like you're doing the Blake maneuver. I'm just calling it the Blake maneuver. So yeah, it's not me. It's not
Okay.
me. It's you. Conversation.
We're
It's
not. We're not breaking
you.
up, Edgar. You don't need to say those
Right.
words.
Okay, so on that, I'm going to start the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Steven gets 1 vote. Steven's on the chopping block. Do I hear other nominations?
I'm gonna die laughing if the new guy has pulled the wool over our eyes here.
No, I think he's the Moonchild. I think it's safe to say.
Or if Edgar finally gets him one.
No, I wish I
So-
was evil because I really want to be evil once. I was once, but it's been too long.
I think I'm going to
If
close the
Edgar's the demon, he
nominations.
gets an Oscar for the chat he had with me in the breakout.
5,
I will take it.
3, 2,
I don't have a speech ready.
1. On that, Steven dies, and everyone will hear what happened. So let me share my screen. Stephen was your
Ah.
Pukka,
I
who
knew
first
it.
poisoned Candace and then nominated Edgar. Then poisoned James.
The fake Slayer.
You got the
So the Slayer shot,
denial?
so the Slayer shot wouldn't go off.
Go?
And then poisoned the Moonchild, which if the Moonchild died, they would still have to pick a player. And Lynn the Evil Twin voted for their own demon.
Mm-hmm.
It was a play. It was a risky play. I was hoping somebody would pull their vote. Someone else would pull their vote. I had to do it. I had to try and look shady.
Well,
or
you
shifty.
could have pulled it at the last minute, and then we could have had 2 votes for Edgar to tie, and then gone to bed. However, it wouldn't have been a win. I know. I know.
It's so obvious.
I know.
I killed that Pukka. Haha.
Stephen, what you could have done is what I was waiting to see was for you to convince James to shoot you. You should
Yeah.
be like, "Shoot
Well,
me."
I didn't want to
Yeah.
push too hard because I was afraid he would try to reverse psychology and figure it out. So I just figured he'll do what he'll do, and then I'll figure it out from there.
Yes.
Well, those
Also,
I
you
told y'all I almost broke him.
2 creepy
I
girls
almost
behind
broke
you
him. He
didn't,
had
didn't
the
help.
No,
wrong
you should have
type.
told me you were the evil twin. You would have broke me real easy.
I know, right?
And actually, in that game, the evil twin makes it, I think, harder on the evil team
Yeah,
no,
it's not.
because you can focus on the demon and be like, yeah, you two, you're radioactive.
Especially
Yeah,
when
but
both people come
if
right out and
Stephen,
claim
if
twins.
Stephen would have picked, let's say,
I'll be
Edgar,
right back,
or
guys.
if Stephen would have picked Edgar or you or someone else in the first turn, then we would have been completely focused. You would have then had to worry about the evil twins
Yeah.
later in the game. If he
Yeah, I
didn't
got
pick
super
Candace,
unlucky. But the thing is, there were 5 other players, 2 of which would have created that problem.
yes. Yeah. So if Stephen picked someone other than Lynn or Candace,
Oh, that's true.
then if he picked Edgar and Edgar dies, then he could be like, I was a townsfolk and Edgar was poisoned, and you're all over the map and you're still worried about those twins.
Well, yeah, and if I had picked Edgar, I could have pushed for. Well, nobody would have nominated him. I mean, it would have been the same situation. So that was the problem. Is the professor obviously is not going to nominate. Peter couldn't because he was the outsider, and James shouldn't. So like I was the one that should, because I claimed spent artist. So that was the problem. That was
Right.
really my only play at that point, because
Yeah,
I had already
that's
claimed
right.
out artist, and
Because
obviously
if you had been like, "Oh no, I'm not doing it," I've been like, "Well, why
yeah,
not? You
there's
already."
no way that wouldn't
Yeah.
have been more suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right, folks. I think I'm hitting it for the night.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
fall
just
asleep
I'm
here.
proud to
I'm
say
just waiting for
that
school.
I'm now undefeated in my first ever non TB game. I've never been beaten by the Pukka, so I'm pretty
I
proud
hate
of
the
that.
Pukka.
I don't think I like the Pukka very much either. I think if you add 3-4 more players to this game, I'm not having a real good time.
Well, the Pukka in the regular game is difficult to figure out.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, in the regular game, you not only have to, you don't know it's a Pukka. You have to first figure out who the demons are.
Yeah. Well, and he acts on the first night, so he blends right in with a lot of
Yeah,
other ones.
and the Pukka
Okay.
poisons someone right away, so someone's poisoned and their stuff is wrong.
And
Okay,
then
guys,
evil
can
storytellers
I just
throw
want to
drunks
interject
in
because
there.
I'm leaving because I'm really falling asleep here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Thank you guys for the game.
Nice
Yep.
to meet you, Edgar. Hope to play with you again soon. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys
you.
later.
Ciao.
Thanks, guys.
nice to meet you, Peter. Bye.
Yeah, there was like nothing really we could do there. I knew Steven was a demon well before that, pretty much. But I was just trying to. I was hoping one of you guys would pull back your vote.
Yep. I don't think there was anything to do.
No, I mean you had to commit one way or the other, and once you committed on one, you had to stick with it. Right?
I was trying to throw more shade on Steven. I'm like, oh, maybe
Well,
because
the
I
only
don't think you
thing,
guys.
the only hope I had was the Moonchild. So if you pick a player and they're good, then they die. But the problem is, for the only way for that to have won us the game. So if you had pulled your vote and then you and I had both voted for Edgar, that would have tied it. And then I actually had picked Peter, so he would have died, and then his ability would have gone off. If he had picked Edgar, we would have won. But at that point, it would have been super obvious not to pick Edgar.
Yeah.
well, no.
Yeah.
If Peter would have picked Lynn, there would have been one more turn because Peter picking Lynn makes Lynn not die, but because you had poisoned Peter, actually, because you had poisoned Peter, officially his Moonchild wouldn't have went off either way. And if he would have picked Edgar, it wouldn't have happened. If he would have picked Lynn, it wouldn't have happened because officially he was poisoned, but
I
he
thought you
wasn't
said that he
dead.
would become healthy after he died.
Yeah, I think once I'm dead, even though I'm poisoned, my Moonchild would work, right?
Yes, but that's at night. That's only at night. So since you were poisoned, your Moonchild, you would have still thought it would work, but it wouldn't have worked because you were poisoned. And then when no one died, they would have been like, oh, he was Pukka poisoned, and therefore the reason he was like Stephen could have said, well, he must have been Pukka poisoned, so his ability didn't go off because the Pukka poison, death, healthy, all of that only happens if you died by Pukka poison at night. If you die during the day, you're just poisoned and then you die. But if you make it to the night, then you die and you become healthy and your power goes off. So,
well, I'm glad we never made it that far.
Yes, a turn ago your power would have went off. That turn your power wouldn't have went off. So it was, you kind of were in that half and half where it could have went off or not.
Yeah, I mean, once we got to where we were, I mean, I think I would have had to use my power a turn before I was poisoned, and
yes.
once we had one more number left to use, because I mean I certainly wouldn't have picked Lynn because I was pretty sure she was the minion. I would have tried to confirm the demon as evil at that point.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, no matter which one you picked, whether it was Stephen or Edgar, neither one of them would have died. So if you did pick Edgar, he wouldn't have died, and it would have been like a Slayer shot didn't kill him, and he didn't die to the Moonchild. So it would have made him look really suspect if you would have picked Edgar when you were poisoned. If Stephen would have pushed and said, let's try the Moonchild thing and see what happens. Yeah, no matter who you picked, no one would have died, and it
Yeah.
would have been really interesting to see no one die.
I'm glad we never got there.
And you
That
would
would
have
have
like,
just
what do
messed
you
with my
mean?
head.
What do you mean no one died? Yes, exactly. You would
I
have
would
been
have
Wait,
been-
who did you pick? Who did you actually pick, Steven, the night before?
Peter.
so
Oh, you
Peter was
did actually pick
poisoned.
Peter. Okay.
So I would have said, "You've just died. Who do you want to pick?" And he would have picked someone, and then because you
wouldn't have died.
poisoned, regardless if they were good or bad, they wouldn't have died. But I wasn't going to say that publicly. But obviously, the next turn, even if you picked Edgar, if you
Right.
picked Edgar, I would have come back and said, "So tonight, no one dies." And then we would have still had 3 players left, and then everyone would be like, "Why didn't anyone die? Edgar must
But I
be
thought, but I thought that when they die, they become healthy.
only if they die at night from the
Okay.
Pukka, not
Right.
if they die during the day and they're already poisoned."
But one other thing that
Gotcha.
it says is that, like, I don't choose that person at night. It says you publicly choose that person.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
so
choose them right then and
if
there.
you would have killed yourself right there, you had to then pick a player,
Right.
and you would have thought you were picking a player to prove someone, but since you were poisoned, your ability actually
Nothing would have
wasn't
happened.
working.
Yeah.
Yes, but you didn't know you were poisoned, so I would have still told you to pick a player. You would have said, "I'm the Moonchild." I would have said, "Okay, please pick a player." Then I would have said, "Now we go to bed." Then I would
Just
have
another,
up and
just
said,
another case of a man thinking that he has more power than he really does.
You know what? We never figured this all out. We never do.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
hard. It's hard to figure out.
it's hard to figure the whole puzzle out because you spend 75% of the time figuring out what you should trust, and then 25% of the time trying to figure out should you trust yourself, and another 50% of the time trying to figure out.
It's amazing, even playing Trouble Brewing, when you get to the end, there's 3 people left, and it almost always comes down to just a coin toss. You're just going with, let's try to filter out as much of the BS as we can, and now we're okay. It's this guy or this guy. Let's see if we can get lucky.
And it's the job of the evil team to fully integrate themselves. And
Yeah.
when they do, it's a runaway.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know,
I played a
it's hard
game
work to be
earlier.
evil.
I played a game earlier today where there was a demon and 2 minions, and those were the last 3 players alive. Like, it was a clean sweep. Like, every good person died, and they were the last 3 left. So
Oh, kind of reminded us last week when Candace and I and
Oh,
Manny
we had some epic things happen the last couple of weeks.
Queen 4 sweep of evil. That was sweet.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Yes.
Well, Stephen and Jason, we got some business to take care of.
Okay.
It's gonna be just the 3 of us because I think everybody else is. Well, I know Kwame is resting. And I messaged Sam, but you both did what I asked, so we can proceed.
I'm really super confused here.
It's okay. It wasn't for anybody else. No, it was just something else random.
And the
No,
eggs are in the washing machine.
Eggs
Apparently.
are in the washing machine. It's gonna be hot. No, it's not gonna be hot.
I'm coming up on